Oh, I got some Paragon. Okay. Welcome to Normandy, guys. The Codex. We're going to be spending a lot of time here in this story playthrough. The original Mass Effect had so much Codex, where a lot of the in-game and out-of-game kind of story gets logged. My personal history. It's just a little summary of everything that we picked. 50 Marines died on a cruise, and I was the only one to make it back to the landing zone alive. A monument on the planet commemorates the massacre. He's been through some stuff. Of course, this is the humanity story. So this is going to be a lore playthrough, of course. So we're going to be going through some story, which is very, very awesome. So, 2069, humanity established themselves with the first human settlement on the moon. 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. First human settlement on Mars actually follows 50 years later. So, of course, we're in 2016. So in 53 years' time, apparently we're going to have a settlement on the moon. That could happen. I could see that happening. 2103, we get to Mars, Lowell City, and Eos Kazma. 2137, so there's a bit of a jump here, you know, another sort of 30 years. There's another 50 years as well between Mars. So they say 100 years we're going to be settling on Mars. Okay, that could work. Then they managed to extract helium-3 from the atmosphere on Saturn, another 30 years afterwards. And then Gagarin Station, beyond the orbit of Pluto. Another 5 years. There's a massive speed-up sort of here. Prospectus discover Prothean ruins. Protheans, we'll come to Protheans in a bit. Prothean data leads to the mass relay. So Protheans are an ancient race in the Mass Effect universe with amazingly deep technology. They're one of the people referred to in that little intro we just saw. So humanity then accesses the stars after everything that happens with the Protheans. A shipping accident exposes people to element 0, and then we start making Octarus Station in 2151. Cancerous growths. So element 0 is nasty stuff. Again, we'll come on to that a bit more in a bit. Shepherd-born. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. It's to do with element 0 and the telekinetics and the biotics abilities that people have. We then encounter the Turians. I'm not going to go too much further forward here, but you can always come back here. We will come back here because this is going to give some little spoilers. Alrighty. Right, I can't remember what my chat button. Okay. Do you know what I could probably do with these? Oh, no, I don't want to be shooting people, but I don't want to be talking to people. What's the interact button?
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
What's the talk button? Okay, good. I found teabag. Sorry, crouch. That's always useful. Interact is E. That's what we're going to be using a lot of.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
Okay. Where's Kaiden? Speak to me, Kaiden.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
All right. I get the point. Hello, random comms person. You're not going to speak to me, no? Okay, fair enough. Navigator Presley. Where are you, Navigator Presley? Talk to me. Oh boy, I'm actually getting used to this mouse sensitivity. That's going to have to change. There's Navigator.
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Let's have a...
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Ooh.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Let's investigate a bit.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Ooh.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself.
Anderson is an absolute legend in the Mass
Don't send a
Effect
soldier
universe.
like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Okay, so before I jump out, basically, the Normandy, we've been sent with Nihilus the Spectre, who you saw at the beginning of this little video section, to apparently test out the stealth systems, the new prototype stealth systems on the Normandy, the ship on which we're on. We've got Captain Anderson with us. Now, Captain Anderson is one of the people you heard in the intro cinematic, where he was saying, Spectre's the only kind of person, Shepard's the only kind of person we want defending the galaxy. He's a legendary war hero of an Alliance human soldier. And when people mention the Alliance, that's pretty much us at this point in time. I'm reminding myself of some of this lore as I go along. Now, the Turian, Nihilus, that we saw, is a Spectre. Now, Spectres are elite special operatives who answer only to the Citadel Council. Now, we'll come more onto what the Citadel actually is in Mass Effect a little bit further along. But suffice to say, the Citadel is like the hub of the galaxy, and it has a council looking after it, who kind of also, I wouldn't say they're rulers of the local space or of the local systems, but they're certainly a council that makes a lot of decisions on the fate. You know, the alliance of various different races all come together on the Citadel, and there is a council that kind of lead them and look after the Citadel as this hub. So, Spectres are kind of the elite hit force. They're the elite special agents of the Council of the Citadel. So these people, even though Nihilus is Turian, he doesn't actually really report to the Turians. He reports to the Citadel Council. But of course he has some affinity. He's a Turian, so he gets on the Turians. Turians, as an alien race, they're quite militaristic. They are relatively new in terms of joining the sort of enlightened races, as it were, the ones who have reached the Citadel, and other different things. So we'll go more into Turians as we go along and as I remember it and as we learn it. But that's giving a bit of background. Having a Turian on our ship is very unusual. Why is he here? And why is he as a Spectre here? They're both totally fair questions by Presley. If we were testing a stealth mission, as Presley's kind of said, then why do we have a Spectre here? Why do we have Captain Anderson, a sort of war hero here? Why do we have a full crew? And then Shepard. Remember that Shepard in himself as a commander is quite a significant figure as well already. You don't start as a no-one in Mass Effect. Shepard, you're sort of known, certainly amongst humanity, if not beyond that. So,
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Let's see what's going on.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
Yeah, so my crew.
The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
I like the little chatter back and forth. You do hear some nice little interesting things happening in the background. There you go. Here's my team.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
You gotta chill out, mate. Otherwise he's gonna end up being a red shirt.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Don't play the hero, I think.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
Yeah, he sounds a little bit keen. I reckon that if I can't remember, but I reckon that our chap here might be in for a pride comes before a fall type thing.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other.
Turian's very military
They don't
wing
always
of
get on well with
the
us,
Citadel
though.
space.
Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
So Dr. Chakwas is the assigned medical officer on the Normandy, so she's our doc, resident doc. She's been there, she's done that, she's got some real experience. We'll see her a lot more coming through the games as well.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Yeah.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Akuz was a mess.
Let's not
50
dwell on the
people
past.
died, I was the only person who
Was there
lived.
something else you needed?
Spectres sound dangerous.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
They are pretty
I
dangerous.
suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I've just
I
asked the
suppose
same
the
question
Council-
again.
The Spectres
The
police
Corporal's confusing romantic legends
Anything
with
else?
reality.
Eden Prime, there we go.
Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Big hi to Waltz, hey Tilly, Chop, and Carrier. Hello to you, everyone else who is joining in. Good to have you with us. Of course, live. So, we have discovered also that Eden Prime, the planet that we're going to, is a very stable human colony in space. I think it's one of the first human colonies. I need to double check that lore-wise. But it's certainly been around for a while. So that kind of makes our mission all the more suspicious. Why are we going to such a quiet place with such a heavily kitted out ship and with a elite Spectre on board? And a human war hero. And my good self as well. Or Shepard. His good self as well.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What? Where's Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Sinister much?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This
Conspiracy.
mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis.
There's Captain Anderson.
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Ah, okay, so Protheans, of course, the ancient race who gave the galaxy a lot of its spacefaring tech.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Okay, 50,000 years.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation.
Ooh.
Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
Hype.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here,
Oh,
Shepard.
there's more.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Oh, well.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks...
Oh,
shows how far
I've got
the
a little
Alliance
audition
is.
going on.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Oh, cheers, Nihilus.
Why would a Turian
Cheers,
want
buddy.
a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Alright. We'll into this Nihilus now a bit.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on
No pressure.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
you. You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP.
I don't get the feeling we've got some
Nihilus
shooting
will accompany
shooting
you to
coming on.
observe the mission.
Let's have a little
What do you know
investigate.
about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans
So
a
the
great
Protheans also made the Citadel, and of course I mentioned the Citadel as being sort of the heart of all of these alliances, all of these races in space. So the Citadel is a space station, but it's also kind of a heart of a network of the Mass Effect relays. And the Mass Effect relays, as you saw the Normandy travelling for and with at the very sort of beginning of this, were and indeed are sort of different connection points in space that ships can use effectively to throw themselves from one point to another, sort of like stations on an intergalactic train network. They let people basically warp and move very quickly from one point to another.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Low key, eh? Well, we'll see what we can
Just
do.
give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
What a surprise.
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Hype.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Oh.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
Dun, dun, dun.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance
What
to
is
secure
that?
the...
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Alright, so Eden Prime's just got a lot more messy.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
Hype! First mission, hype!
Approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
And welcome to our first mission. I'm sorry, guys. You know what's going to happen now. So, thank you very much. That's our first episode, our first little trial, of course, of a little bit of story time, which is a little bit of playing through games that I really, really love, as well as learning the story and enjoying it as we go. And then lots of lore videos will come off the back of them. Do let me know what you think in the comments below if you're on YouTube. And if you'd like to join us sometime, follow twitch.tv/HammehOW. What did you think of this? Would you like to see more Mass Effect? Would you like to see more of other games? I love any criticism you have. Do let me know in the comments. Helps me make better stuff for you. Cheers for tuning in. Hopefully see you soon for some more story time. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.